Hello, my name is James. This is my channel. I'm going to do a video series on my 1988 BMW 320i. It'll mostly be fitting new parts and replacing worn out and deteriorated ones. Bit of backstory on the car. I've had it for must be 10 or 11 years now at this stage. It really is an ongoing affair. Some of the stuff that will be done in the future will be I'll be fitting probably a Scorpion stainless steel exhaust. I have a rocker cover being powder coated at the present moment in candy purple for it. Some of the top end of the engine needs a bit of an overhaul. Gaskets, oil seals, things like that. One of the main things it needs is a full respray at this stage. I want to replace both front wings with the German spec ones just because they don't have the side repeaters. I want to get a rear louver for it, for the back window. There's other cosmetic bits and pieces. Wheels, we'll see. I want something similar to, well, probably the same as what's on it, which are Schmidt modern lines. I would ideally like some 3-piece ones, but we'll just have to wait and see. They're quite costly. Anyway, enjoy the series. I will be posting videos regularly when parts come in and I can tackle them. Bye. Okay, to start off you will need a Phillips head screwdriver to open the 4 screws to hold the plate down to the body on top of which covers over the fuel pump, basically. And then you have it. There's access to the pump now. Simple enough, it's straightforward. You've only got 2 pipes. You got your feed and your return. The other ones I believe are for breathers. And one, that's your sender unit, and this is your power. I'll just unplug just like that. It's a while since I've had this opened off. And when I say a while, probably about 4 or 5 years. They're not going to budge so easy anyway. Here's the sender unit off now. So it's looking like I'm going to have to go get my socket set to take the rest of these screws out. Having some issues getting the pump out. There we go. That's it. What direction is that bike facing? There you have it. Unfortunately I had to snap that because the threads were gone on the nut. It must have happened, like I said, 9 or 5 years ago when I had the pump out last. I'm going to place the cover back over for the moment, just to stop anything from getting in there. Alright, let's strip this pump down now. As you can see, that was quite bad anyway, the filter bag. The real question is, how does it come apart now? It's the filter bag off. Seems we have some fuel still in it. It looks like these connections are soldered on, so I could either heat them up and remove them or cut them. So here's what I came up with. I had to, in order to fit the new pump, I had to remove the solder from the two connections, the positive and negative, and crimp on some spay connectors. And that was quite an awkward job. So I was melting the solder on the connections in order to remove the old bits of wire. There's probably a better way to do this than the way I done it now, but it works for me anyway. And there does be a bracket down here. I had to break it off because it just would not work with the new pump, no matter what way you configure it, because you still have to cut holes in it otherwise. So I see another YouTuber do this, break off the bracket, and so I decided to do the same. The same with I used cable ties, obviously, just to make sure it's fully secured. But that's basically it. What else is there to know? I don't think there's anything else. So hopefully it's a good job. Oh, there's where the screw, where I had to break off that screw, because the threads were gone on the nut. I wouldn't recommend anyone doing that, but I might just get a new one of these units eventually anyway. Yeah. Straightforward enough to do, it's time consuming. So it is, especially when it comes to removing that solder up here on the switch, because I wanted to keep things normal looking anyway. I didn't want to be pulling this whole switch unit out of it and changing it that way. Okay. Now let's see about refitting it. Ooh. It's not as nasty as I thought it'd be, to be honest. Okay, so far so good. It's definitely a tight fit. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately the sleeves start to come off a bit now, which is just typical. So now we're getting somewhere, it seems.